moment here, get yourself set up. You guys have done these postures before. So just grounding into the mat. You're always welcome to gather whatever props around your house. And then just sink into your mat. Notice your body, notice the sensations. Always a little different when we practice at home versus the studio. Maybe not quite the same heat. We can add a little more heat to our practice by taking these bigger ujjayi breaths. So let's start adding some of those in. Just big full inhales and exhales through the nose. Letting the rib cage expand with each inhale. Finding a little more length and opening with each exhale. And just taking a moment here in stillness to check in with your body. Just take 5 long breaths on your own. And then tense your fingers up, extend your arms long, lift your elbows, and maybe walk your hands a little further towards the top of your mat. Lengthen through your rib cage, send your hips back a little more. Roll your armpits towards each other. Feel that length. And then walk your fingers all the way forward. We're going to come onto our belly. Take a napping baby posture. Starting with the right leg. Hands can be under your forehead. And slide your right knee along the floor. Up towards your armpit, your shoulder. And find a comfortable place for your head. Maybe you gaze to the right. Your left leg is extended. And starting to create that warmth in the body with the breath. Using each exhale, find a little more opening through the low back, the hips, the muscles around the glutes. And opening the shoulders a bit. Bring your right hand underneath your shoulder. Extend your left arm out to the left. Push into your right hand to lift your right leg all the way up and over behind you. So your right foot comes behind you. You're opening up onto your left shoulder. You can take your right hand and reach it back behind you. Maybe you just reach it to your low back, pulling your right shoulder back. Just taking a moment here, finding a posture that gives you that nice stretch and opening. Inhale back to center. Take napping baby on the left side. Slide your left knee up. Support your head as necessary, reaching your right ear to the mat if that feels good on your neck. Relax through your right leg. And then slowly let the muscles relax, unfurl. Opening up through the right shoulder, bring your left hand, palm underneath your shoulder, extend your right arm out to the right. Give a little push on your left hand and swing your left leg back behind you, your foot reaching towards the floor. Readjust your head, your neck. And then instead of pushing into the foot, see if you can let that relax. Let the right leg relax. Let the left leg relax. Let your shoulders open and soften. Then inhale back to center. We're going to take a little more shoulder opening, moving the shoulders in the opposite direction. So bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Just kind of pick yourself up like you're doing a little cobra pose. And you're going to take your right arm and slide it behind your left hand. And then you're going to take your left arm and reach it out to the right. So you've got this crossing of your arms. I like to use a block here, but feel free to just drop your forehead down to the mat. So you've got right arm and left arm, right arm closest to your chest, left arm stretching. So your fingers reaching the opposite sides of your mat. Legs are just relaxed. Maybe a pretty intense stretch. Just breathe into it. And we'll switch the arms up. Hands underneath you like the cobra pose. This time take your left hand and thread it behind your right hand. And then take your right hand and reach it over to the left side of your mat. Relax through your head. Release the back of your neck. Slowly crawl out of that. We'll take a Sphinx pose. So elbows bent, forearms onto the mat, about shoulder width distance. And spread your feet out to the edges of your mat. And then you just release through your head. Again, you can always use a prop underneath your forehead. This is a nice opener for the glutes, the low back. Compresses a little bit. This is one of those postures you just have to just kind of give a little space and let things soften. And then the counter posture for this And stretch it back into another child's pose. Maybe a little bit wider with the knees this time. Maybe a little bit more active as you stretch the fingers forward, pull your tailbone back, pull your armpits towards each other, lengthen out through the back of your neck, lengthen through your rib cage. Start to work your way up to a tabletop position. Take a few moments here in this tabletop to set yourself up. And maybe you give your wrists and your hands, your fingers, maybe your toes and your ankles a little love here. You've been doing a lot of work or a lot on the computer. Just doing some different things here. Take a moment, check in with the extremities of the body. Shake your head out, release your neck. Let's take some cat-cows. Find your tabletop position, knees under your hips, tops of your feet press into the mat, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, lift your gaze, roll your shoulders back, pull your chest through, look up. Exhale, round in. Push your fingers into the mat. Push your palms into the mat. Chin to your chest. Look up at your belly. Pull your spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale, cow pose. Peel the shoulders back. Exhale, round in. Take a few more of these on your own, finding that breath, the big, full ujjayi inhales and exhales. Take some more movement here, if you'd like, side to side, maybe a little deeper through the hips and shoulders. And return to a neutral spine. We're going to take a floating tabletop. So tuck your toes back behind you and find that nice stretch to the bottoms of your feet. And then lift your knees up just about an inch off the ground. Pulling through your abdominals. Find your breath calm in and out through your nose. I'm going to add on here. Take your right foot, step it back. Take your left foot, step it back into a plank pose. Step your right foot back up, keep your knee lifted. Step your left foot back up, knee stays lifted. Step it back left, step back right, step up left, step up right, right back, right up, left up, left back, right back, left up, right up. One more round. Back with the right, back with the left, up with the right, up with the left, back with the left, back with the right, up with the right, left, up with the right. Nice job. Send it back to a downward facing dog. Good. Stretch that out for a moment. Move the hips around. Release the head. Shake it out. We'll take just a little bit more in the tabletop position. Good. So you're going to take your right foot and step it out to the right. So your right foot goes flat to the mat. Your right leg is straight. Take your left arm and stretch it out to the left. That's running face, you guys, because I don't have enough room here. Steps. Extend your left arm out to the left. So this may be enough. You may feel this already engaging through the abdominals. If you want to add on, you can lift your right leg up. And bring your left hand down to the mat. Take your right leg and reach it all the way back behind you. So it crosses behind your left leg. The top of your right foot pushes into the mat. Then look back over your left shoulder at your foot. Push into your right hip. Adding a little more, if you'd like to add this twist. You can tent up or lift up onto your right hand. And then circle your left arm all the way back behind you. And bend your left elbow. Bring the back of your left hand to your right hip. Twist and look over your shoulder. Circle your left hand back underneath your shoulder. Lift your right leg up. Take a scorpion tabletop. And then make some circles with your right knee, one way and the other way. And then bring your right foot up to the outside of your right hand. Slide your left knee back. We'll take a lizard or dragon pose. Not too deep here, just opening up through the hip a little bit. You can relax through your back of your neck, shake your head out a little more. You're always welcome to come down to your forearms or use a prop here to give you a little bit more lift. And then tune right back into your breath. Find that Ujjayi breath. Big inhales, big exhales. Bring your left hand underneath you or onto a prop. Circle your right arm all the way back behind you. Not going to bend the knee yet. It's too early for that. But you can bring again the back of your right hand towards your left hip. Maybe twist and look over your shoulder. Circle your right hand back. Left hand down. Tabletop position. We'll take this on the left side. Extend your left leg out to the left. Sole of your foot onto the floor. Hands underneath your shoulders, maybe a little bit to the right. Extend your right arm out to the right. And this might be enough. Always just using your best judgment here. And then if you'd like a little more, you can start to lift your left leg up. Keeping your breath calm. Abdominals engage. Stretch from your fingertips to your toes. Push your right shin into the mat. Lift through your abdominals. Place your right hand down on the mat. Swing your left leg back behind you. Top of your left foot on the floor. It crosses behind your right leg. Gaze back at your left foot. Push into your left hip. Then adding that twist, left hand underneath you. Circle your right arm up and back behind you. Back of your right hand reaches towards your left hip. Turn, twist, look over your shoulder, a little tent on your fingertips or a lift with a block. Circle your right hand back. Left hand onto the mat. Scorpion your left leg. Maybe make some circles here, one way, the other way. And then coming into that dragon or lizard, bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Slide your right knee back. Release the weight of your head. Set yourself up for a few moments in this posture. Big full inhales and exhales. Relax to the back of the neck. Relax to the shoulders. I'm sorry for that noise. I was telling Carrie earlier that I've got this fan in my room that when the wind blows, it makes that noise. And then we'll twist this out. Right hand underneath you. Circle your left arm all the way up and back behind you. And you can bend your elbow, push the back of your hand into your right hip, and look over your shoulder. Inhale your left arm all the way back. Both hands to the mat. Tabletop position. We'll push into our downward facing dog again. Tuck your toes. Push your hips up and back. Walk it around. Move it around. Pedal the feet. And then lengthen through your arms, through your torso, sending your tailbone up towards the ceiling, dragging your heels down. Shift your shoulders back in space. Shift your chest back. Relax through your head. Look back at your feet. Find your breath. Big Ujjayi inhales and exhales. And then open your feet about mat's width distance. You're going to walk your hands in maybe one step or two. And then take your right hand, reach for the outside of your left ankle. You're going to look under your left armpit. Push into your left hand, find the twist. And we'll take the other side, right hand down, left hand lifts up around your ankle or your shin, your calf muscle. Turn, twist, look under your right shoulder. Try to level the hips. Push into the mat with your right hand. Twist. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Walk them back a little bit to your downward facing dog. Come up to your toes. Bend your knees. Lots of little steps. Walk to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Hang heavy. Release to the back side of your body. Bend your knees. That feels good for you. You can interlace your fingers behind the back of your head. Sway your torso. Just move it around. Back body stretch. Release your hands if you lifted them up. Halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or thighs. Lengthen out through your torso. Notice if your hips shift back. Shift your hips forward so they're stacked right over your knees and ankles. And lengthen out through the spine, back of the neck, eyes look down, abdominals engage. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep the arms all the way up over your head. Stretch up tall, mountain pose. Take a moment here, ground through the feet, pull through your legs. Engage through the muscles around your knees, your thighs. Tuck your tailbone to bring your hips forward. Abdominals lift up. Shoulders soften. Stand up nice and tall. Stretch up. Chin level. Take an inhale, lift up, look up a little bit more. And then forward fold. Exhale, forward fold, hang heavy, shake it out. Hands to the mat, step back into a plank pose. Do this plank pose on your knees. Gaze forward, pull up through your belly, and slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Release the tops of your feet, elbows in close to your rib cage, chin comes forward, inhale, cobra pose. Squeeze your elbows in, pull them back a little bit, push your feet and your hips down. Belly engages, lift up, look up. Exhale, head, forehead to the mat. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, or keep your knees down onto the mat. Push back up to your plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's add our Sun A flow here. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, heel to glute, look forward. Softly step your foot in between your hands. Take an inhale to lengthen out through your lunge. Right hip back, left hip forward. Knee right over your ankle. Right toes facing forward. Kick through your left heel, lift through your left knee. Torso up, hips down. Coming into a forward fold, bend your left knee, step forward. Forward fold. Inhale the halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up, mountain pose, reach up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right leg back. Find your lunge on the other side. Knee over ankle, 90 degrees with the left leg. Lengthen through the right leg. Square the hips, abdominals in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step left foot back to a plank pose. This time lower halfway down, chaturanga. Again, always welcome to do this on your knees. And then up dog, picking a cobra if that feels better for you. Push the tops of the feet into the mat, lift your hips. You can look up or look forward. Downward facing dog, hips up and back. We'll take that on the left side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, heel to glute. Look forward. Step your left foot in between your hands. Inhale to lengthen into your lunge. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up over your head, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step your left foot back. Inhale to lengthen into your lunge. Exhale, step your right foot back, plank pose. Lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step your foot through. Inhale, lengthen into your lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale the halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, left foot back, plank pose. Lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Last side. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step your foot through. Inhale to lengthen into your lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, belly in tight. Exhale, hands to the mat, step your left leg back. Inhale into your lunge, find the length. Exhale, step right foot back, plank pose. Lower halfway down or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Reset your breath. Big full inhale. Big exhale. Warming up the body with some bigger movements here. We'll move into our sun salutation V. Inhale, come up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. You can step or jump to the top of your mat. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. I'm going to turn so I'm facing you guys on the next part. Coming into a chair pose. Bend your knees. Brush your fingers along the mat. Sit your hips down. Lift your chest up. Chair pose. Feet are parallel to each other. Weight into your heels. Pull your abdominals in. Sit your hips down. Lift your chest up. Let your shoulders slide down your back. Palms can face each other. Breath calm. Level your hips. Sit a little lower. Chest up. Big inhales, big exhales. Sit deeper. Bring your hands together. Thumbs to your sternum. Inhale to lengthen through your chest. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Look down, first two knees in one line. And start to twist. Keep your thumbs pressed against your sternum if possible. And then bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Keep rolling your right hip down, your left hip up. Turn and twist. Use your elbow to rotate your torso. Look up over your right shoulder. Hips down, belly in. Long spine. Long through the back of your neck. Twist, lift your chest up towards your thumbs. Inhale back to center. Stretch arms all the way up over your head. Reach up tall. We're going to come into an eagle pose on the left. Swing your left arm under your right. Cross twist. Take a moment, move the arms and shoulders around. And then pull your hands down, palms to the center of your face, squeezing through the forearms. Sit down into your chair. Lift your chest. Lift your left leg up and over. Weight shifts back to your right heel. Spread your right toes evenly. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Send your tailbone back. Pull your belly in. Lift your chest. Pull your elbows down. Sit down a little bit lower. Inhale, unwind, one-legged Tadasana. Arms over your head. 90-degree angle with your foot. You're always welcome to toe tap. Strengthen through your right leg. Shoulders soften. Breath calm. Focus one spot. Find that drishti stare. We're going to step it back to a warrior one. Step your right leg back. Step your left leg back. Right knee bends. Square your hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Lengthen out through the back of your left leg. Pull up through your left knee. Sit a little lower. Shoulders soften. Gaze focus. Breath calm. Ujjayi breath. Inhales and exhales. We'll take hands to offering. Biceps stay next to your ears. Just hinge forward. Kick through your left heel to reach your hands forward. Palms can face the ceiling. Find that length from the outside of your left foot to your fingertips. One long line. Vinyasa arms. Sweep your arms back behind you. Palms face down to the floor. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Still that long line. Breath calm. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull your arms long. Inhale, lift your chest up. Keep pulling your left hip forward, your right hip back. Look up. Straighten your right leg. Bring your hips to square. Lift up, look up. Pull a little more opening through your chest. Let your head relax. Inhale back up. Bring your chin level. And then tuck your chin to your chest. With your hips square, pull your belly in. Keeping your hands interlaced, start to round forward. Bend your knee as you need to, forehead to knee. Squeeze your inner thighs. Use your forehead to push your right hip back. Pull your arms up a little higher. Your shoulders are open. Release your hands to the mat. Frame your right foot. Push into your hands. Work to straighten your leg. More rounding through your spine. Coming into a Trikonasana. Right hand can come to a prop or your ankle or shin bone. And then circle sweep your left arm up towards the ceiling. Working to get your torso long and straight. Open up your chest. Maybe you gaze up. Look up at your fingertips. Pull up through your right knee. We're going to inhale, pull the legs tight, belly in, strong. Inhale all the way up to star pose. Extend your arms out to the sides. Press your palms, exhale, hands to heart center, sit low. Take a moment, shift side to side here. Horse stance. Tuck your tailbone, belly in, lift your chest up. Shoulders come down. Sit down a little lower. Big Ujjayi breaths. Inhales and exhales. Sit a little lower. Pull up through your pelvic floor, your abdominals. Inhale, open to star pose. We're going to open up to our warrior two. Sit low into your warrior two. Knee tracking right over your toes. 90-degree angle with your front leg. Extend your back leg back. Pull your tailbone underneath you. Reach a little back with your left hand to bring your shoulders over your hips. Flip your front palm to face the ceiling. Stretch forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach back with your fingertips. Open up through your chest and shoulders. Stretch your right side body. Exhale to side angle. Elbow or forearm to the inside of your knee. Stretch your right hand down towards your big toe, second toe, using your elbow to open your knee a little wider. Stretch your left arm up, chin to your shoulder. Drop your left hip down, stretch your left arm up and back. Look down at the floor. Hands down to the mat, step back. We'll find the flow. Lower halfway or all the way. Inhale up, dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. We'll take that on the other side. Inhale, come up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Belly in tight. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Bend your knees. Sweep your fingers along the mat. Hips down. Weight back into your heels. Tailbone down and back. Belly in. Lift your chest. Soften your shoulders, breath calm. Inhales and exhales. Hands pressed together. Thumbs to your sternum. Inhale to lengthen through your spine. Check your knees in alignment. And twist to your left. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Work the hips level, the belly in. Twist. And look over your left shoulder. Lengthen through your torso. Hips down a little lower. Left hip down, right hip up. Sit down, twist. Inhale back to center. Stretch up tall, reach up. Eagle pose on the right. Swing your right arm under your left. Cross twist. And take a moment to shift things around. Palms to the middle of your face. Sit down low. Lift your chest. Lift your right leg over your left. Cross twist, wrap it up tight, sit down a little lower in the hips. Shift your weight back to your left heel. Knees to the center. Sit down lower. Elbows to the center. Squeeze everything together. Inhale up. One-legged Tadasana. Bend your right knee, flex your right toe, level your hips, shoulders soft, belly in. Stand up nice and tall, palms face each other. Left knee locked. Step it back. Warrior one. Left knee bends, right leg extends behind you. Push your right foot into the mat to roll your right hip forward. Pull your left hip back. Sink a little lower into your left knee. Soften through your shoulders. Find that gaze. Find your breath. Hands to offering. Kick into your right foot. Bend into your left knee a little more. Stretch your hands forward. Palms face the ceiling. Biceps next to your ears. Long to the back of your neck. Feel that length. Foot to fingers. Roll your right hip down. Vinyasa arms. Sweep your arms back. Open up through your chest. Palms face the mat. Fingers reach back towards your right foot. Push it into the mat. Roll your right hip forward. Lengthen, interlace your fingers. Pull your hands together, make a fist. Straighten your front leg. Square your hips. Pull your arms down. Look up with your gaze. Chin comes level. Tuck your chin to your chest. Roll your right hip forward. Pull your belly in. And round forward. Bend your knee as you need to connect your forehead and knee. Square your hips. Push your left hip back, your right hip forward. Release your hands to the mat. Square your hips again, pull your belly in. Use your fingers to find more rounding through your spine. Trikonasana. Straighten through your left leg. Circle your right arm up towards the ceiling. Hand can go onto your shin or walk. Stretch your fingers up, rotate your torso, lengthen through the rib cage. Reach up. Squeeze both legs, pull your bellies in, inhale up to a star pose. Exhale, horse stance. Challenge if you'd like. Come up to right toes, right heel down. Left toes, left heel down. Maybe both feet lift. Sit down a little lower. Lift your chest up. Tuck your tailbone. Sit down. Breathe calm. Heels down. Inhale to star pose. And we'll open up to our warrior two. Bend through your left knee. Straighten through your right leg. Tuck your tailbone. Belly in. Extend your arms, reach your right arm back to pull your shoulders over your hips. Gaze forward, one spot, breath calm. Flip your front palm to face the ceiling. Stretch forward and all the way back. Reverse your warrior. Open up through your left side of your rib cage. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, side angle, elbow or tricep. Elbow or forearm to the inside of your knee. Stretch your right leg long, tailbone underneath you. Push your left elbow into your knee, gently opening up your knee in line with your foot. Stretch your fingers in between your big toe and your second toe. Reach up. Look up towards the back of your right hand. Right, reach your arms in opposite directions. Look down at the mat. Hands to the mat. Step your left foot back. Find your flow. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips down. Up and back, downward facing dog. Big full inhale, big exhale. You can come down to your knees. Take a quick drink of water if you'd like. We're going to do another set of that, adding on a little more balancing. When you're ready, return to your downward facing dog. Reset your breath. Big inhale, big exhale. Come up to your toes, bend your knees. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hips down. Inhale up for chair pose. Sit a little deeper with your exhale. Hands to heart center. Inhale to lengthen through your torso. Exhale, twist to the right. Look up over your shoulder. Sit your hips down. Right hip down, left hip up, belly in, lengthen. Inhale back to center. Stretch up tall, eagle on the left side. Swing your left arm under your right, cross twist. This time lift your elbows up. Forearms come forward. Sit down low. Lift your left leg over your right. So more of a Vinyasa style eagle. Spine stays straight. Elbows lift. Fingers forward. 90-degree angle with your arms. Keep your arms. Sit a little lower. And we'll unwind the left leg. Straighten your right leg. Shoot your left leg back behind you. Keep reaching forward with your fingers as you come into a flying eagle pose. Strong to the gaze. Engage through your right leg. Point your left toes. Drop your torso down and reach fingers to toes. Vinyasa arms. Open up your arms. Stretch your fingers back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Interlace your fingers back behind you. Pull the length out of your shoulders. Strong legs, strong focus. Softly step it back. Warrior one with the legs. Keep your hands interlaced. Inhale, look up. Straighten your front leg. Bring your chin level. Round forward. Bend your knee to connect. Release your hands to the mat. We'll go into a standing split here. Weight to your right leg. Lift your left leg up. Bring your torso in a little closer to your leg. You can grab around your ankle or your calf, pulling your torso in more. Keep the hips square. And then coming into a balancing half moon. Hand to your mat or a prop. Left hand starts to reach up. You can come to your hip or extend up towards the ceiling. Strong through your focus. Final challenge, you can gaze up towards your left hand. Softly step it back, warrior two. Right leg forward, left leg back. Flip your front palm, inhale forward, up and back. You can wrap your left hand around for a half bind if you'd like. Reach up, open up the right side. Hold the half bind if you'd like. Come into our side angle. If you'd like to take a full bind, you're welcome to, or hold the half bind. Reach your right hand underneath your thigh. Grasp for opposite fingers. Straighten your arms, turn, twist, look over your shoulder. Look down at your mat. Release your hands to frame your right foot, step back. Find your flow. Meet in a downward facing dog. We'll take the other side. Inhale, come up to your toes. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hips down, arms up, chair pose. Hands press to heart center. Lengthen through your spine, twist to the left. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Square your hips, sit down a little lower, twist. Inhale, hands back to sternum. Stretch up tall, eagle on the right side. Swing right arm under left. Palms press, lift your elbows. Stretch your fingers forward. Sit down low. Lift your right leg over your left. Wrap it up. Square the hips. Hold the belly in. And then lift your chest up as you draw your tailbone down this time. Focus one spot. Find your alignment. Squeeze to the center. Keep your arms as they are. Straighten your left leg. Shoot your right leg back behind you. Flying eagle. Fingers reach forward. Right toe reaches back. Hips level. Focus one spot. Open up for Vinyasa arms. Spread your left toes onto the mat. Ground through your left ball of your foot. Point your toes. Bring your torso down. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Interlace your fingers. Pull your arms long, hands into a fist. Step back, warrior one with the legs. Hands stay interlaced. Roll your right hip forward, left hip back. Straighten out your front leg. Open up through your chest and shoulders. Drop your head back. Inhale your chin level. Square your hips, tuck your chin and round forward. Bend your knee, forehead to knee. Release your hands to the mat, standing split. Transfer your weight into your hands. Square your hips up so right hip drops a little bit. You can look up and see if they're square. Extend your right leg. Bring your torso and your forehead a little closer to your left leg. Half moon balancing. Left hand in front of you. Start to work your right hand up. Take your time here, breath calm. Adding challenges when you're ready. Then exhale, open it up, warrior two. Extend your arms, flip your front palm, reach forward, up and back. Get an option to take the half bind, reach your right hand for your left thigh. Side angle, left arm comes down, elbow to the inside of your knee. You can hold the bind. You can reach your left hand underneath your thigh, interlace your fingers. Straighten your arms and pull your torso long. Gaze over your right shoulder. Taking whatever works best for you here. Look down at your mat. Hands frame your left foot, step back and find your flow. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Drop down to your knees. Come to that tabletop position again. We'll slow things down here a little bit. We're going to take a cow face. So take your right leg, lift it up, and cross your right knee behind your left. Open up your feet to the edges of your mat. And start to work your hips down. You can always use a block here behind you if you'd like. And then take a moment here, just let things kind of loosen up and settle down. Big inhale, big exhale. You can add in the arms if you like. Inhale your right arm up, bend your right elbow. You can reach around with your left hand to grab your right elbow. You want to take it further. You can reach your left hand behind. Grab fingers to finger. Slowly bending chin to chest, forehead to knee. Inhale back up. Release your hands. Release your legs into a tabletop position again. We'll take it on the other side. Lift your left leg up. Cross your left foot behind, left knee behind your right knee. Extend your toes out to the edges of your mat. And slowly start to walk your hands back, your hips back. Working both hips onto the mat. And then just take a moment here. Breathe. Adding the arms if you're ready. Left arm up. Bend your left elbow. Right hand can grab your left elbow. Pull your shoulders open. Or reach around for that full bind. Big inhale. Big exhale. Round forward if you're ready. Forehead to your knee. And inhale back up slowly. Release your hands. Shake your arms out. Turn into a lie down, excuse me, turn and rotate, lie down onto your mat. I'm gonna add just a little more stretching here. We're a little bit close to the hour, so you need to take off, totally understandable, take your own Savasana. Otherwise, we'll just stretch a little more. Bend your right knee, interlace your fingers around your shin, pull your knee out and up towards your armpit. And bend your right knee. Maybe you grab for your big right toe with your fingers and start to extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Looking for a stretch up the back of the right leg. Extend or cactus your left arm out to the left. Open your right leg up to the right. Once your left hip starts to lift, you've gone far enough. Inhale back to the center. You take your left hand to the outside of your right foot and roll over to the right. Switch over if you need to. This is too much. Just bend your knee, cross it over, left hand to the outside of your right thigh. You can look over your right shoulder. And shut down your eyes. And release your twists. Inhale back to center. Give your right knee one more squeeze. Release your right leg. Bend your left knee into your chest. Wrap your fingers around. Pull your shoulders down, your elbows in. Lengthen to the back of your neck. Extend your left foot up. Grab your left big toe with your left hand. Extend your right arm out and start to open your left foot to the left. I'm sorry, actually, let's take a moment here. Straighten the left leg as best you can towards straight. And open to the left. And when your right side of your body starts to lift, you've gone far enough. Or like me, if you run into a wall, you've gone far enough. And we'll take that twist. Lift your left leg back up. Reach your right hand to the outside of your left foot. You can extend your left arm out to the left and then cross it over your body. Again, you can always just bend your left knee, take your right hand to the outside of your right thigh, and look over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Squeeze your left knee, elbows in. Release your left leg. Bring both knees up to your chest. And wrap your arms around. Give yourself a great big hug. Grab opposite elbows if possible. Lengthen out through the back of your neck. Pull your chin down. Pull your shoulders down. Pull your knees down. Pull your hips down. And release your legs long, arms by your side. Final Savasana. And take up a little more room on your mat. Close your eyes. Let the mat support you. Let the breath return to normal. As your breath slows, your body starts to still. Notice your belly rising with each inhale, your belly falling with each exhale. Notice the tension releasing from your face, your shoulders. Let the hips soften. Your fingers soften. Soften through your glutes, your thighs, your knees, your toes. You're welcome to stay here if you'd like in your Savasana. Stay as long as you'd like. When you're ready, come out. Thank you guys for practicing. It's lovely to see your faces this morning. Have a wonderful day. See a little bit of sun peeking out. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. Namaste.